4:30, President Biden is overseas after announcing a deal for his domestic policy agenda, but it did take several weeks to get there. And will he have the votes to make it happen? The moderator of Face the Nation, Margaret Brennan, is joining us live this afternoon from Washington. Margaret, thanks for being here. Was this a win for the president this week?
Too soon to call it a win. This is a framework, which means it's not yet a bill set to be voted on, and it is still not set on a date on the calendar for passage. There's still negotiating happening here, is the long and short of it. So President Biden got to announce that he believes all the senators he's been personally negotiating with are on board, but there are still some details, and that last mile is always the most difficult. We'll be talking about this Sunday and what those hurdles may be with a key progressive, Congressman Ro Khanna of California, to peel back some of the details in here, some of the things President Biden had to give up on. And that is painful for many of the progressives who had promised things like paid leave, no longer in this framework, 2 years of college tuition for community colleges free, no longer in this deal. So we're going to see what the date on the calendar is and if there could be any more hiccups before it gets to the president's desk.
Yeah, it was certainly a process, that's for sure, when you look at what's gone on in Washington. Obviously, now the president is overseas. What do you think the Biden administration is hoping to get out of these meetings right now?
Well, President Biden's message is America is back, and we're going to negotiate with allies and stand together against adversaries. The challenge is he's arriving on the global stage, sending the signal that democracy looks really messy back in Washington for all the reasons we just talked about. And also on that climate pledge, going into a key climate summit in Glasgow, Scotland, the United States doesn't have its own steps locked into law just yet. They, again, are just promises at this point that Congress would have to vote on $555 billion worth of climate change proposals in this spending bill, which would be the largest amount the United States ever invested in this issue. But again, still not law. So he can't say yet that this is a big victory. We do expect some conversations about the future negotiations with Iran, whether they'll happen or not, whether they can find some way to unlock the global supply chain so your Christmas presents will be here on time. All those big issues that we have been talking about are going to be discussed in Rome and Scotland, but we just don't know that there will actually be a breakthrough at this point.
Well, the Christmas presents will get everybody's attention, that's for sure. Margaret Brennan, we know you'll be talking about all of this coming up on Sunday morning. Thank you very much for being here with us this afternoon. We appreciate it. Just a reminder, you can watch Face the Nation Sunday morning at 10:30 right here on Channel 3.